how many students have a TAP. Amazing. I'm glad to see that. Thumbs up. Hands up. Nice. Okay. Check mark. Wonderful. All right. So that's really the first step, is for you to create a UC TAP. It's an online tool that helps students track and plan, their transfer coursework. TAP is designed for California Community College students. However, you can still utilize the tool even if you are a non-California Community College student. If you're a non-CCC student, you will have to manually enter in all of your coursework. If you are planning to apply for the Transfer Admission Guarantee or the TAG, you must have a TAP account, as it is the only place where a TAG can be submitted. And so we recommend that you meet with your counselor first to upload your educational plan or your transfer plan to your UC TAP. You can use the transfer admission planner to enter your coursework, whether it's completed or planned, from the very beginning of your college career, or at any point when you decide to transfer to a UC campus. TAP is meant for California Community College students. However, this TAP program will help you keep track of how many units you have, how many courses you have that fulfill the 7-course pattern. And it also pre-calculates your GPA. So it's a really helpful tool. Next slide. Different benefits of having a UC TAP. You can receive communications, from us, for example, from TOP. We're able to send you reminders or newsletters, or invitations to different events. You can track your progress. You can import your UC TAP into your UC application when you're at that point to submit the UC application. We encourage you to select which UC campuses that you're interested in. You can always add or remove schools that you're interested in. Nothing is set in stone. It's not your UC application. It's just a planner, right? When UC representatives or your top advisors meet with you, we can use it to communicate with you. We can use it to evaluate your coursework, right? If you're meeting all the requirements for admission, if you're meeting the requirements for selective majors, that's how the TAP is useful for us and for you as well, right? The TAP account helps us determine the best course of strategy or transfer term for a student, especially since some UCs may offer admission mid-year, either in the winter or spring. If a student might be, interested in transferring mid-year, then, we can advise that student properly, based on what they have completed so far and what they have planned up until their last semester before they transfer. And it's also recommended that you update your TAP after every semester to maintain accurate information. And then, like I said earlier, the TAP is required for the TAG, the Transfer Admission Guarantee. All right, so next slide. So this is the homepage. Once you're logged into your UC TAP, this is what the homepage looks like. So to be able to apply or be part of the top, to be able to be part of TOP and to become a TOP scholar, what you would need to do is click on the support programs page. And then in the next slide, you'll see under UC Davis, you'll see transfer opportunity program or TOP listed. So you can click on interested, or if you've already participated, since all of you are here in our webinar, you can actually click on a participant, and we'll just verify that on our end. But yeah, it's as simple as that. We don't have like a separate application form. We just want you to have a UC TAP account, because that is definitely going to be beneficial for you, not just in participating in our program in top, but also in your whole, transfer admission and application process. All right, next slide. Okay, so what do we do? What can we offer you, students, to support you throughout your transfer pathway and your transfer journey? So, like this webinar that we have tonight, we offer a whole gamut of webinars, with a whole different uh topics that we offer, right? So we offer webinars on the transfer admission process, the requirements, the UC application, and the personal insight questions. We offer webinars about student life and what to expect when you transfer to a four-year university, to a baccalaureate university such as UC Davis. We also offer one-on-one advising appointments with students. These are also virtual, right? You can meet with a top advisor, and you can get individualized, customized support, for, your transfer plan, right? Whether it be about transfer admission requirements, about the application, about um, you know, anything really that's transfer related, financial aid, housing, internships, research, being pre-med, yeah, anything really that you have questions on, regarding transfer, we can help you that through the one-on-one advising appointments. We also host VIP campus visits, right? So some of you may be part of a program, or like a student support program at your community college, like Trio or Puente or Mesa or EOPS, right? Some of those student programs bring a group of students to our campus. So we host them for a VIP campus visit, which includes a free lunch at our dining commons, which is really nice. We also have a student panel. Our student ambassadors who are here today sometimes participate in those student panels in the VIP visits. We do, of course, a walking tour, admissions presentation, right? That kind of thing. And there are a lot more different services that we offer. So we also provide a monthly newsletter. We also do in-service training for your counselors at your community colleges. In fact, last week they were here for 3 days, right, for an in-service training. We do early outreach, so we also go out to feeder high schools to your community college and kind of get in front of them early about the transfer process and requirements, right? And we have a video library through our YouTube channel. Next slide. We also have some large scale events every year. So the one that is coming up is Discover UC Davis. The registration is open now. It's a one-day transfer empowerment conference or symposium at UC Davis in person. So that is going to be on Friday, February 28th. You go to our top website, you'll be able to click on Discover UC Davis and be able to register for the event. All the details are going to be on the Discover UC Davis website. We also have our Aggie to Be and Aggie Transfer Scholars Weekend, which are our summer residential programs, our multi-day programs at UC Davis. Aggie to Be is a program for students who just graduated high school and are planning to attend community college the following fall semester, right? So if you have maybe younger siblings, cousins, any other relatives, friends, who are a senior in high school right now and intend to go to a community college next fall, right, and go through the transfer route, please encourage them to apply to the Aggie to Be program. The Aggie Transfer Scholars Weekend might be more applicable to many of you who are here tonight, right? So the Aggie Transfer Scholars Weekend is also a multi-day program for students who will be applying for fall 2026. Majority of the students that will accept to this program will be students who are going to be applying for fall 2026. But we also will accept students who are maybe further down the line in their transfer path, right? But majority of students are fall 2026. We will go over like the UC application will help you with your PIQs, the personal insight questions, right? We'll introduce you to different resources, get you acclimated to what university life is like, right? Using, of course, UC Davis as the platform of all these different resources that you can be aware of and take advantage of once you transfer to university. So yeah, those are really fun. We have other events that are not listed on here, like STEM Transfer Day. We also host that. We also have a program for some of our community college partners up in the North State, called Journey to UC. So there's just a bunch of different events that we do throughout the year. All right. Another really popular question that we get is, who is my UC Davis top representative? So when you go on our website, you'll see that list of all our 42 partner community colleges. All you have to do is click on your community college and you'll see who your assigned top advisor is, right? And if your community college is not listed here, it means that you're not a top partner community college, although we do have a lot of different webinars that are open to all prospective transfer students. Okay, so who is your top representative? Next slide. And here we go. So I have a team of, there's 6 of us right now, soon to be 7 full-time top assistant directors and plus me, associate director, right? So these are the different community colleges that we service. Right now, I have Napa Valley College and Las Positas College, and currently I'm also the representative for Shasta, Woodland, and Yuba. Kim Serrano is at LMC in Solano. Fabian is more here in Sacramento area, so the Los Rios Community Colleges, San Joaquin Delta, and currently, excuse me, Santa Rosa Junior College. Lisa Overstreet is in our North Bay Area region. So we have CCSF, the Peralta Community College District, College of Marin, Contra Costa College, and then right now she's also serving Sierra College, but that will change once we hire that 7th person in our team, right? And then Sheila is our Central Valley person, and then Sergio is in our South Bay area, right? So Sheila's at Bakersfield, Merced, Modesto, Clovis, Fresno, Sequoias, Reedley, Porterville, and then Sergio is at Cabrillo, Cañada, Gavilan, Hartnell, Monterey Peninsula, Skyline, San Mateo, Evergreen, and San Jose. And then next slide. We also have some of our colleagues in undergraduate admissions. They're also assistant directors in undergraduate admissions who help us out with some of our other partner community colleges. Jacqueline Ross is currently at Butte and Mendocino College, while Ionani and Zinni Liu are our 2 top diplomats working with our LA community college partners. And then next slide. So we have our student outreach ambassador team as well. We can't do the work that we do without the support that we get from our student outreach ambassador team. They handle, some of our webinars like the Tap in the Snap webinars, the VIP campus visits, right? They help us with a lot of the behind the scenes work, a lot of the data entry work. So yeah, they do a lot for us, and they are a really fun group to be in. I'd like to, think of our SOA, team as like a quasi retention program for UC Davis transfer students, and all of our SOAs are transfer students too, by the way. All right. And then here's our website. So come and check us out, ucdavis.edu/top. That's where you'll find all of our webinars and make appointments with us and our large scale events. And let's go over, just a few resources that I want to share out with you. Right. Transfer Center is our main point of contact at your community colleges, right? They do a lot. We work very closely with them. They organize the transfer days at your community college. They provide workshops as well about transfer, about the application, and they also now know how to get a hold of us if you have any questions from any of the different universities, right? They would be the repository of, those referrals to different universities. We also have close relationships with your student support programs and services at your community colleges, particularly with some of our sister programs like Mesa and Puente, um, and Umoja as well, right? So, and trio programs. So we also have connections with those programs, Veterans Services Center, right? We have connections with your programs at your community colleges so that we can again complement the work that they already do. They are a transfer preparation program as well, right? So all we're doing is, supporting them and complementing. We work hand in hand collaboratively in helping you all to transfer successfully. Next slide. And some of the available online resources, I'm sure all of you are familiar with assist.org. That's where you'll find the transferability of courses between your community college and UCs and CSUs, where you'll find courses that would satisfy general education as well as your major prep coursework. UC TAP, we looked at that earlier. So the transfer admission planner is an online plan. It's not your application, although it can help pre-populate your application when it's time for you to do that. And it's the home of the transfer admission guarantee or tag. And then the program through UC Davis is the Transfer Opportunity Program. We're actually part of a larger organization called Transfer Preparation Programs. Every UC campus has a transfer prep program. We're just called different names at each of the different campuses. So like, for example, at UC Merced, it's TIP. At UC Santa Cruz, it's TPP. At UCLA, it's CCCP. So there's just different names, but we're all kind of under the same umbrella, transfer preparation programs. At UC Davis, it's top. All right. Next, we have some important dates and deadlines for fall transfer applicants, right? So I always include this slide, even though the the webinar is not necessarily about the application or requirements or anything like that, because this is something that students always want to make sure that they are on track, that they're not missing any deadlines, right? They meet all the proper deadlines, so that you're not disqualified for whatever it is because you missed the deadline. So take a screenshot of this and put it on your calendar just to remind you if you're a future applicant, right? So the UC application always opens August 1st. You can start working on it, chip away at it a little bit at a time, starting August 1st. During the month of September is when you can submit your tag application through your UC TAP. UC Davis is one of those campuses that notifies students in advance whether your tag is approved or not, and that happens around mid-November. right? The UC application filing period this year was from October 1st through December 2nd. Normally it's until November 30th. But this year, since the November 30th fell on a weekend, the first weekday, Monday, was December 2nd. And then, as you may or may not know, it was extended again until the 15th of January. But normally, the UC application filing period is from October 1st through November 30th. Another step that transfer applicants need to be aware of is the TAU, or the Transfer Academic Update. So that for fall 2025 applicants, that is going on right now. So the TAU is a way for students to report their fall semester grades and any changes that they may have for their spring schedule. This is also a time where applicants can create their My Admissions account if they're applying to UC Davis. Other UC campuses will also ask you to create an admissions portal account. So just keep that in mind. Financial aid. The priority deadline for submitting the FAFSA or the CADA application is March 2nd. And then transfer admission notifications varies by campus. So it could be from anywhere from like early March to late April. At UC Davis, our admissions decisions are usually released around mid to late April. And then if you get admitted to more than one UC campus, then guess what? That's a really good problem to have. And you have until June 1st to make a decision on where you want to submit your statement of intent to register, or SIR for short. June 1st. All right, so that's the timeline for the application. So for top, what do we have coming up, right? We have a lot of webinars. We have our Tap and a Snap series. What is Tap and a Snap? Tap and a Snap is a hands-on, virtual lab where our student outreach ambassadors will help you fill out your UC TAP accurately, right? So you don't have to, you can attend one Tap and a Snap. You can attend all three if you want, right? If you're not done after the first session, and you don't have to stay the entire time, right? There's a presentation on the main room, Zoom room, right? But there are going to be breakout rooms where our student outreach ambassadors can individually help you, with your individual transfer admission plan or TAP. Yeah, so that's Tap in a Snap. We also have our hashtag Transfer to UC Davis series. So we invited our colleagues from the 4 colleges here at UC Davis to highlight the majors and different resources and opportunities at each of their colleges. So we start off with the College of Biological Sciences, and then the College of Letters and Science, the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences, and last but not least, the College of Engineering. So I hope you all check that out. We have more webinars. So we have the Student Voices series. This is open to all prospective students, not just for TOP specifically, but this is open to all prospective students. We have our Student Voices series, our Native Nest at UC Davis, where we talk about our like what opportunities and programs we have for Native American students. We have the Nuestra Comunidad at UC Davis program. There's the ANPI, the Asian Pacific Islander Community at UC Davis. Black Excellence at UC Davis. That's in April. And then the Transfer Connections at UC Davis. I believe that will be a panel. So we'll have information about student parents, about veterans resources, about disability resources, just a bunch of different student support programs that we have here at UC Davis. that majority of community college students um participate in, or utilize once they transfer to UC Davis. And then we have the Finding Your Community and Roadmap to Research in May. So, mark your calendars, register for them, you'll receive reminders so you don't forget that you signed up for a webinar. But if you are no longer able to participate in a webinar, you can always, cancel out of it. And if you miss a webinar, or, like these dates and times don't work for you, let us know. Let us know. So, we keep kind of tweaking our dates and times, to see what works best for our students. But we'd like to hear from you, right? We usually have a survey after any of our events, right? So it would be great to hear, your feedback from you, so we can continue to improve all of our different services and offerings, right? What else was I gonna say? Yeah, so the next one, I mentioned earlier, again, just want to promote the next slide. We have Discover UC Davis coming up, right, which is gonna be on Friday, February 28th. It's an all-day event. We do not what do you call this? So we do not provide transportation or reimburse for, your travel. However, once you get here, we do feed you breakfast and lunch. And it's you have breakout sessions. You can tailor the event to, however you want it. So when you start to register for the event, you'll be able to see the different breakout sessions, so you can customize your experience at Discover UC Davis on Friday, February 28th. All right. And then just our contact information. Please stay in touch, meet with us. I always tell students, try to meet with us, the one-on-one advising appointments, at least once a semester. Just make sure that you are on track